Everybody is in.
Everybody's in? Awesome.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Good morning, and thank you for tuning in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, the Boss Lady.
And I'm your co-host, Diva.
And we stream live 24/7 on iHeartRadio station. Today, our show is on the holiday season, food, family, and how it brings people together or bring people apart. Our special guest today, we have Tracy. We have Tracy Walton with QT Sweets, and we have Robert White with the Shy Chef. Okay, so Robin pulled up in his
big old food truck, and I'm like,
right.
Okay, what is going on? Yes. This man is business wise and he very serious.
Yes, he is all about that. Okay, so I'm telling you, we have these two professionals. They are about their business. They are about their business and about food. And I have had the pleasure actually to work with both of them and have tasted their foods and their sweets, and it is amazing. So our second part of the show, we will be talking to them about the holiday season, food, and family.
We're going to be eating, because I see Tracy
yes.
got some.
Tracy got those
red velvet cupcakes. I've had her cupcakes before. I haven't had the pleasure of eating anything from the Shy Chef, but I am sure just seeing the truck out there.
Yes,
I'm gonna be fed well today.
And Robert White and I went to high school together. Oh. Yes, we did. So that's like family. And I met Tracy through my bestie. So we've been working together ever since. She has done some great things. While I was in corporate America, she did my daughter's wedding reception. She did some cupcakes for her wedding reception. So amazing job.
Thank you.
So we will be talking about that. But I want to talk about, y'all, we're going to do a segment of What Now?
This is a new segment for our listeners. We used to go into current events, but we slashed that title because, every day with our president, it's like, you sit there and it's like, yes. What is going to happen now?
What now?
Actually, you guys should actually listen to this man, if not just for entertainment. Just you will get a laugh. You probably get mad. You probably will even cry. But some of the stuff that comes out of his mouth and some of his actions and reactions are just hilarious
and embarrassing. And yes, can be embarrassing.
Unbelievable. See, embarrassing, funny. The United States right now is probably a joke mostly to everybody.
I think so. But in regards to our what now, the midterm elections, how many of y'all are glad that it's kind of over? They still count votes in Florida and in Georgia. It's all kinds of stuff going on. But some of the highlights or some of the things in regards to midterm election that is a good thing that came out of it. One of the things I noted was Ronna is out, right? I don't know what JB going for. Ronna.
We're
talking about governor, baby.
So I passed that. I was like, get the mayor out too. Let's get them all out of here.
That election is not until February 26th.
I'm thinking ahead.
That's coming. So, but he is out of there. Now, we'll see what JB Pritzker is going to do. Don't know. We'll see. All right. One of the biggest things that I really thought was amazing and awesome is Houston 19 is what they're calling them. 19 Black women elected judges, baby, in Texas, okay? Yes. Yes, and as I was reading this story and I was researching in the videos, one of the things that I saw was I was just like blown away, but I don't know why I'm surprised. 90% of their youth, okay, in the state of Houston are incarcerated.
Wow.
Most of them are Black. 95% are Black that are in, And it's like, wow. So hopefully we will see some changes and fairness. It's all about fairness with these 19 Black women judges. So good stuff, and especially a state where it is a conservative state. All of the judges have different ages and different backgrounds.
Mhm.
So good stuff. The other thing is the Democrats have regained control of the House.
Yes.
Okay, has regained control of the House.
Get the house.
All right.
Get the House in order. And I hope that is exactly what they do. I'm just going to say this. The Democrats need some balls. They need to change things. They need to make some things happen. Sometimes you just get tired of the same old. We just need them to grow some balls.
I want to congratulate
Make stuff happen.
our Black people for getting up and showing
Yes.
out,
Yes.
and don't let this be the first time. Just because we've kind of got like the edge, we still need to start researching when is the mayoral election is coming up.
That is in February.
We got time to research these people and pick the right candidate.
But we should have researched our judges because we had so many judges on the ballot and we didn't know who these people were. And I'm just going to be honest with you. Any white man, I didn't choose him.
Okay.
Okay.
But I get you. They need to get out more and share more information because we don't. Sometimes you ain't
looking
like
at the name like, okay,
whatever.
whatever.
People are.
Have a few town halls or something.
Yes, exactly.
But one
exactly.
of the judges unseated people were really trying to get him out. I can't think of it. I remember his name and I didn't select him. He was like they were trying to get rid of him.
But we just see, and then we need to take it upon ourselves just to research. We need to get more involved in politics.
Yes.
And stop running away from it because it affects our lives.
That's
it really
true,
does.
But you know what? All those judges, only like a handful you really saw being campaigning, but the other one you were just like winging it.
Mm-hmm.
Never heard of
it. Truly. And then millions of people in Florida had their right to vote restored. 17.9% of Black Floridians couldn't vote due to previous felony convictions.
Yes.
40% of Black men in Florida will have their voting rights restored.
So what is it? What is the law for felons?
Okay.
If you have been convicted of a felony, once you are released, I think, and you're off parole,
Some states.
in some states you can vote.
Florida,
Well, see, they need to just
they're important.
all these rules and regulations. You go over to Wisconsin. I think they need to come together and just have.
But it's beneficial for some states not to reinstate the voting privileges.
True.
Of some people.
Exactly. It's
True.
all set up by design. Whether
Absolutely.
we want to believe it or not, it's all set up by design. And that brings me to the election that was between Stacey Abrams and Brian Kemp, which was a very exciting, governor's election. And she's still fighting kind of to try to say,
Keep her voice heard.
Yeah, exactly.
Keep the message out there.
Exactly. And I think there's going to be some lawsuits because it's a whole bunch going on in Georgia and Florida regarding voter suppression. And it is crazy.
Florida got a chance to redo theirs, but Atlanta, no. So she said she's not conceding, but she's not conceding. She's not saying she's conceding.
Right, exactly. But the other thing I want to say, when I said it's all by design, what is really crazy to me, Brian Kemp, who ran for governor, was actually the Secretary of State who is the overseer of the voting process. What? Like, really?
Really?
Like, really? Like, how fair is that?
And nobody knew this?
That's
what I'm saying. And
Everybody
nobody
knew.
said anything. Okay, the question, nobody said anything about the conflict of interest.
That's what I would call it. But it is so amazing to me how some of this crap is it's set up by design. And we go along with it. And man.
Well, look at who's in the office as our leader.
So as we So as we move on, we need to continue to stay focused, do our research, get involved more in regard to the elections, understand who our politicians are, and definitely on the local level, get involved more, know who we are putting in office, and hold them accountable. Hold them
That's the
accountable.
thing,
Make
holding them-
telephone calls.
And that's what we're steering on our son towards. He's a second year student at Bradley University, and he's into politics. He's working with the state senator's office in Peoria, as well as here in Chicago. So he's really trying to raise awareness in his age category
Great.
and
That's
get involved
awesome.
because
That's
we
good.
need the young millennials to get
Yes,
involved.
and a lot of them did come out and vote, so that is
They
great.
did,
A lot of them
they
are
did.
so involved.
The election was based on the millennials and being their successfulness of getting out and voting. You know, we have to also remember that these people work for us.
Yes.
Absolutely.
You know, they work for us, and they're supposed to be for the people,
Absolutely.
not for their pockets.
Right,
Even
hold them
though they-
accountable.
Even though they say church, religion should not, I think because the church is important in some people's lives, let the candidates come out and get your people knowledge. Knowledge is power.
Yes.
Let these people come and speak in your church and let your people make the decision for themselves. We cannot make the church any longer a sacred, we got to include the church now.
Because many of our people are sitting in that
In
church
church.
every Sunday morning.
Absolutely.
Filling the churches.
And I never thought about that like that. You know,
Right.
I always
Another
wanted to
place
keep it
like-
separate
Yeah.
because that's what we've been taught. But it makes a lot of sense.
Right, we're
too.
not making a decision. We just giving them the platform to come tell our people and introduce yourself and let the people know who you are and what you're doing.
and ask and being able to ask questions, and but we will see. I'm excited about the election in Chicago. Even though I don't live in Chicago, my family is in Chicago, friends live in Chicago. But I want to say this. I mean, it's everybody, it's some people, it's so many candidates running. And I hope some of them
17.
Man.
Yeah,
And
the
it-
mayor. And it varies. The
Yes.
demographic is all over the place.
Absolutely.
Yes. And it's going to, I'm pretty sure it's going to even grow more. But I really want some of our people to really think about what they're doing. And if you know that you are not qualified and you're not going to do what you need to do in that role,
Drop
step
out.
down
Drop
so we
out.
don't have split vote, and that we actually can get some people in there that is a person in there that is going to be for everyone.
I'm actually going to take the fight to the city, to the other politicians.
And one of the questions on the ballot was the length of being a mayor. That was one of the questions on the ballot
For the
because
city.
The
Absolutely.
term, yes, the
yes,
term.
term limit.
And it should be a term limit.
Yeah, because I think the Davies burnt that out. I mean, from
26 years.
yes,
30 plus
from the
years.
father
daddy to
on
the
to the
son.
son, they burnt that whole issue
And I
out.
think the brother is now running.
Really? Okay.
Yes. We need some young blood. We do. We need some young blood in there, and we need to support the young
Yeah,
blood.
but they gotta be trained up too.
But there are
that's
some
some. It
candidates.
is some.
There are some candidates. So I'm trying not to be biased, but there are some candidates. There's some black women running, young black women running. I'm just gonna put that out there.
Yes.
Okay, back them up. They have the experience, the knowledge, and it is time for a change.
And in this time that we are in the times that we're living in, you can be anything you want to be.
Yes.
It's been proven. So young people,
Yes,
prepare yourself.
It's not just a cliche. You can be
You
whatever
can
want.
be. You can be whatever you
If
want to
that's
be.
what you want to do,
Set your
if that's
mind.
what you want to do, set your mind to it. I just think we need good candidates because if you look at it, if you have any skeletons in your closet, don't run. Because
But at this point, does it even matter? Because we have people in higher places with skeletons. They not even in the closet. They laying on the floor.
But-
They in the corner. They peeking out. Talking about, do you see me?
But I
Exactly.
think what was
Right.
I think what was so good is they could not find anything on President Obama.
They tried.
They tried.
You know they
His
They
birth
tried.
certificate. That
They-
was all they could come.
They
So
tried.
there's some people out here would know, but I just feel like if you got something, and just one of our black brothers was trying to run for mayor, and when he did it, just crumbled. His whole household
And
crumbled.
speaking of the Obamas, Michelle Obama
Obama.
was yes, Michelle
Amazing,
Obama was
amazing.
here.
Yes.
And I had the opportunity, thanks to one of my good friends who gave me a ticket to go to see her. Her book Becoming is out, and so she's
Absolutely.
doing a tour, and she wanted to stop here in
Yeah.
Chicago first. So
First,
it was
her home
awesome.
city.
United Center was packed.
Packed.
And it was just an awesome experience sitting amongst that room with her and Oprah. Those two women are very inspiring. She has some inspiring stuff to say. Majority of all she said actually was so positive, and her book is she's very honest and open.
Yes.
And one of the things
transparent.
one of the things that stood out to me that she was talking about is the day that Trump was sworn in and how the face looked.
Yes.
And she said that she stood on that platform and she looked around and everyone looked alike. There was
South
no
side of
longer
Chicago came
any
out.
diversity. And she was trying so hard to keep that face,
She couldn't, though.
and she said she couldn't. She said when they got on the plane and was hitting back, and it was going through the transition, and she was talking about how fast the transition is from one president to the other. Like the night before, you got to have your stuff packed up, ready to go,
and out of there.
But she said she sat on the plane, and for about 30 minutes, she cried for about 30 minutes because she just felt that pressure of it's almost like a release that they were out of the White House, the weight off the shoulder. For 30 minutes, and she said she could not do anything but cry. But she said she could not fight her facial expression because as she looked around, everyone looked the same. And I guess I can really understand and relate. And she's so relatable. That's one thing about her.
There's a genuineness to her that you can relate to.
Exactly.
And that Southside facial expression
Yes.
it came out.
It was all over, right?
I think what was so awesome is how they allowed young ladies free tickets to come hear her speak. That was dope.
Because she graduated from Whitney Young.
Absolutely.
And she also did some dancing at Whitney Young. So a lot of the students was there. So anytime she said Whitney Young, they was yelling and screaming in the United Center. So that was really cool.
But they had a group of young ladies from another institution. They didn't know they were coming though. They were so excited. They showed them getting off the bus. They were so, it's like to see the diversity of the young ladies that are excited about her book and excited to hear her speak.
She is so involved with the youth and trying to ensure the initiatives she talked about, the ones that she started in the White House, she continuing those on, making sure that our young people are eating well because of course we have a problem with obesity in the state of the United States. So it was great to hear that she still continues on with what is going on.
And the veterans too.
Yes. So she talked about that as well. So if you're just tuning in, thank you for tuning in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, the Boss Lady, and my co-host, Da Diva. And our special guest today is Tracy Walton with QT Sweets, Robert White, the Shy Chef. These are owners. They all about food. We're going to talk about what's going on in the second part of our show. We're going to talk about the holiday season. We're going to talk about food. We're going to talk about family. I just want to give a couple of stats before the Diva talk about what's going on in our world, in Divas Inc.'s world. Do you know, in regards to the holiday, the average American will spend $700 on holiday gifts. That is totaling like $465 million that will be spent or more. Wow. So the holiday season is upon us. It's a great thing. For some, it's a challenging thing for those who have lost loved ones. So we'll talk about all of that in our second part, but I'm going to have Da Diva talk about what's going on in Divas Inc. Hey.
Hi, how are you? I was waiting. Divas Inc. today, we would do our workshop today. Our workshop is going to be a sip and paint with our young ladies at the Charles Hughes Community Center, 647 North Parkside. That's kind of like our headquarters where we do our workshops. And we are painting She Who Sees the Sun. All right. Divas has had the opportunity to partner with Revive Center for Housing and Healing, located at 1668 Ogden Avenue, and we will be providing for a family for Christmas. If you guys are interested in supporting us or picking out a family yourself, contact the Revive Center for Healing and Housing and Healing. Deborah's Place.
Deborah's Place.
We will be hosting our annual dinner, Christmas dinner, with the participants of Deborah's Place. Now, Deborah's Place is one of the largest, is the largest shelter for women with slight disabilities in Illinois. We will be doing this Friday, December 21st, from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at 2822 West Jackson Boulevard. I share this story every year. We first started with partnering with Deborah's for Christmas, sharing Christmas dinners with these ladies. It was just 3 of us, me and the boss lady over here, and my goddaughter. We prepared 75 plates of food.
3 of us.
3 of us. And seconds, and talking, and cleaning, and setting up.
So you guys bring the dinners in already?
The food comes in.
Tracy.
Yeah.
Tracy. I know you're gonna donate some stuff to us.
How you gonna do me on?
It's okay. I just put you on.
Just a small something. You can do the cupcakes that you have.
I'm gonna hit the side.
Y'all know I'm gonna do something.
I'm gonna hit the shy chef too. So what we do?
Yes, the Shy Chef will be participating.
That's what we do. It's, you know what? The art of giving back is just a wonderful feeling, and to see these ladies actually crying, and they wait for us. They waiting on the 21st to get here. We provide turkey, ham, dressing. I was gonna say chillers, but we don't do that. No, we don't do that. Dressing, ham, yams, macaroni and cheese. Everything that you would probably have at your dinner table that day, we provide for those ladies.
That's
You know,
awesome.
We had entertainment.
we have entertainment. They entertain us. We entertain them.
Yes.
And it grew 3 people to we had 50 people last year. We had so many people that we ran out of things for those people to do. So, we was like, hey, go talk to this lady, go talk to that lady, cleaning up, setting up. It just grows every year. And I thank God that we are able to provide for these people.
Oh, yes.
Yes, that's a wonderful thing.
One thing that I'm taught, my pastor always taught, people need you when they need you.
Absolutely.
And that means so much because people do need you when they need you.
Absolutely. And we don't have a right to pick and choose who needs help and who doesn't need help. I mean, it's between them and God,
Go
that
ahead,
if
Tracy.
you able to, whatever, you know what I'm saying? So no, I'll definitely probably give them caramel cake. They probably looking for some caramel cake.
And giving, the art of giving, it doesn't matter what form it is, because I learned yesterday that sometimes all it takes is a smile.
Yes.
Sometimes your smile will affect somebody else.
Definitely.
So we will be there December the 21st. You can go on our Facebook page, hit us up, let us know if you would like to participate, volunteer, set up, clean up, or just be there, donate to, or just be there to support. And yes, we do give out goodie bags. So this year in our goodie bags for the ladies, we are giving towels, soap, toothbrushes, toothpaste, and deodorant. It's almost the end of the year for us.
Yes.
We have had an exciting year. So the beginning of next year, look out for our sponsor and volunteers or whatever you've done appreciation dinner. And that's a way that we try to give back to the people that has helped us.
Absolutely. How many participants are there at
Deborah's Place? There are around 75 to 80 women.
Okay.
And they are excited when we walk through that door. They are excited. And some of them have some talent. They get up and sing too. The ones that can sing,
They
sing,
get up and
they
tell
sing,
stories. They just
dance around. So it is just so refreshing to be amongst them and to be able to give back. So we really thank you, volunteers, because we couldn't do it without the volunteers.
No, we
and the
couldn't.
people
It's
cooking.
hard.
It
It's
is
hard.
work, but it is a lot
We
of
had
fun.
catches. We had everything. Oh my God! That first year was like, do we want to do this again or what?
I'm cutting the ham and I cut my finger.
And I'm like,
But I tell you, we
fixed it up. We fixed it up.
So it is a good time.
Keep
So
pressing on.
Yeah.
yes, definitely. So those who are just tuning in, thank you for tuning in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com. I am the boss lady and my co-host, the Diva.
The Diva.
Our special guest, Tracy Walton with QT Sweets and Robert White with The Shy Chef. We will be back. We're going to take a break and we'll be back shortly to talk about the holiday season.
Now, go get her Facebook page. Go on your face. Find her on your Facebook.
And
You too. You got your phone with you?
Go
Oh,
to
she
Shy
taking
Chef.
pictures. She's streaming already.
No,
She,
I wanted to stream. I was on video.
because I would say the more you share, the more viewers we get.
It's on your
Okay, then let me go on.
Mhm.
Go on and share from
Facebook.
Shy Chef. Yes.
Yeah, we all.
I just didn't know because sometimes the internet is spotty. I can't wait to try one of those cupcakes this year.
Did you just say that?
Girl, yes, I did. I want to try one of those cupcakes. Robert, what do you have for us?
That is pasta Alfredo, one chicken and one shrimp.
Okay, can you go put something a little bit on the plate right now?
Yes.
Yeah, while we on this break, we'll be back in a minute.
Girl, you got your $5.
Should I
$5 a
check
plate.
I heard intellectual radio.
Divas Den.
Oh, Divas Den. Go to.
Well,
Let me
check
It's
it
right
out.
with your
No,
friend.
that's right. Go check it in.
check
If
in.
he's your friend, he could just put it up.
Oh, shoot. Oh, there we go. Okay.
How about for me a little bit of both? What do you want? A little bit of both?
I can't do that seafood. Y'all gonna have a real casualty.
We don't want any
Oh, no
casualties.
casualties here.
The boss lady. Right? Or how, yeah. How do you, the boss lady? Is it at a
It's a. Oh no, you know what? It's gonna come with my name.
Okay. What do you want me to put? I was trying.
No, gotcha. Let's see.
I think you got to put the at sign for the. Thank you. Because you know all the
Girl,
information.
I'm learning myself how to do all this
started social media in
technology.
April, so
Got it.
we got our pages, but
That's all right. That's all right. You guys are doing a great job. I'm telling you. I love what Robert is doing. It is so awesome. You know, he in the community doing his thing.
yeah, we challenge the other food trucks to come into the neighborhood. There's no food there.
Yeah, yes.
They won't do it.
But I'm telling you,
They try to hang downtown.
Yeah, they want the money. Okay, but
But
It's
people
money.
people spend in the hood. It's one
we actually
taco
drop our
truck.
prices down when we go in the hood so that they could, have more.
It's one taco truck. They stay on Cottage Grove, all the 87
I just
Cottage Grove.
passed them
That
up when I went to
PNC.
that school to Chatham Academy the other day.
That red food
yeah,
truck.
yeah.
Tracy, would you? I know you say you just made
Chicken.
some
Oh,
jerk.
wait.
Mhm.
That
What
looks
about
so
the gentleman
good.
on
That
the
looks so good.
$5.
Yes, yes.
No, you can give us a
chicken, chicken or shrimp or both? Chicken.
Yes. Y'all, we gonna eat in here. We gonna eat.
Robert, you didn't give me no
So
shrimp.
we got to put the at
No, because she did this.
You didn't give me no shrimp.
Oh, that was Tracy said no shrimp.
Right.
Yeah.
I know. I heard it. I heard someone say. I heard someone say. Don't do. I don't do seafood.
Oh, she did this.
I had to do some of my daughter, her friends.
Everybody coming up on her.
Oh,
that it right there.
Now, honey, she got Ricky Travers on. I can't
Oh,
find
you
her.
know what? You can't. You won't probably be able to find me until I have to find you.
We just gonna put it.
You all secret tell.
I have
Yeah.
stalkers.
She also need to like his page. That's probably what it is too, because I'm on his page, so that's what that is. So we just gonna add her name.
Thank you.
You're
That's
welcome.
all right.
Yes, please follow us at the Shy Chef.
Yes.
I think somebody invited me, but they just put me out like that. So I'm gonna see.
All right, there you go. Your battery is low, but that's
Yeah,
all right.
I would have asked you, but I didn't want to interrupt.
That's
Your
okay.
electricity.
Girl, use it. It ain't ours.
I wanted to say, so it's IntellectualRadio.com.
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
So everyone tune into IntellectualRadio.com. I'm sorry.
Oh my God, yeah. This food looks good, smells good, it tastes good. Robert, he'll tell us exactly what we're eating.
I had to make jerk
Woo.
chicken Alfredo. Let me stop talking. I'm afraid if she don't know, she might saw me share the post.
Thank
I
you.
appreciate it. Thank all of you who are tuning in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com.
Thank you so
We'll
much.
be back in a minute to talk about holiday season, food, family. All right, girl, y'all ready?
It's 10:30 already.
Yeah.
Ready to come back?
You ready to come back?
5, 4, 3,
Come
2.
up with some adjustment about it. Welcome back to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com. I am your host, the Boss Lady,
And I'm your co-host, the Diva.
and we have special guest Tracy Walton, with owner of QT Sweets, and Robert White, the owner of the Shy Chef. Man, it's a mouthful, but I tell you, we're going to talk about we are up on the holiday season, so we're going to talk a little bit about the holiday season, food, and family. And most times, food brings us together, and there's times when food
Causes you to fight.
Yeah.
Hold up, real bad.
And I really love the holiday season. And what we're going to talk about, first of all, who are these people? I met Tracy through my bestie, and I've been working with her ever since. She did my daughter's wedding reception in corporate America. I was working at one of the hotels downtown, and we would have rooms week every year. And so she would create something special for my team, whether it was cupcakes, or one time I was like, I want to do something different. And we had a theme called superheroes. We had a superhero theme, and she put together, and I was like, my people like that old school candy. And I had some young people who never experienced the old school candy. So she created this amazing candy table, superhero, and my team loved it. Every time, the supervisor or manager that I was reporting to would walk by, he was like, Madeline, why you do this? He was steady, eating, or he was putting bags together to take home to his kids. So everyone loved it, and I really thank Tracy for that. And then Robert White. I went to high school with Robert White. He's younger than me. Yeah, I'm older than you. You graduated what year?
Slightly.
What?
91.
91. Yeah, I graduated.
91.
Yes, I graduated
I was
in
born
89.
in 91. Oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
Metro Mavericks for life. And I tell
Yes,
you,
Metro Mavericks. Yes.
Metro Mavericks, baby, for life. And so, Tracy, tell us about QT Sweets.
QT Sweets. I am a avid sweet eater.
Who posted my place?
I am an avid sweet eater, and I would love, it was the craze was going on Red Velvet. So I went to Sam's Club. I went to like every store trying to take these Red Velvet cupcakes. The only one I found good was the Flirty, that truck that you used to have to go meet.
Mhm.
I don't think they're doing the business right now, but they were like the best. And I was like, well, I like to cook. I bake. So as I've been baking since I was 17. So I just started doing it in 2012, and I just kept on. Right now I can do that recipe in my sleep. So everybody know me, and we have on deck today Red Velvet, but everybody only thought I did Red Velvet cupcakes. They were like, well, do you do this? Do you do that? I do everything, but everybody knows me for the red velvet cupcakes.
Yeah, I'm gonna interrupt Tracy for a
And
minute
Tracy, you
because
do
I
the-
need to get this open. I
Tracy,
need
you
to taste
also
this.
you also
Oh my
do
God,
the
look at this.
infusion. You add if you can add, you know, the little what you call that? You know, that little
We
extra
have had
stuff that make you feel
tequila
good.
sunrise. We had margarita. We've done pina colada.
But these are not infused with anything
No,
right
we're
now,
not-
okay?
we're
Because
not
I'm
drinking
driving,
today.
Tracy.
We're
I'm
not
driving.
drinking
I'm
today.
driving, Tracy.
Delicious.
No, we're not drinking. So after doing this, I decided to go back to school at 49. I got my associates in baking and pastry just to find out the basics. You know, it got to be in you to bake. But I
Yes.
just wanted to know like the concept and why do we add salt to cake recipes? Salt is to enhance the flavor and bring out the flavor. So I went back now, get my bachelor's in hospitality management, 2 semesters away.
Good stuff, yeah.
So business has been amazing. I really don't even have time now to advertise or post. Like I'm so behind when I do. I'm like late post because all my customers are referrals from people such as yourself. Everybody's like, I just got a text yesterday. I did an event Thursday. This lady's like, I had your cupcakes last night. Is it too late for Thanksgiving? She's my last one for Thanksgiving because it's only me. I remember like when I first started out, you may be able to associate, like we think we have to just take all the orders because we got to get the money and like, you need a whole new body after that day. So now I have to limit myself and just take a certain amount of orders because it's just me trying to live life, do school and everything else.
Honey,
So
you're going to grow. You're going to get some
I
help.
am.
And if you need someone to handle your social media, BL Consulting, LLC, the boss lady does that too.
Boss lady, get that plug in.
That's right. That's right.
But it has been an amazing journey because I think as business owners, we kind of doubt ourselves and just seeing the pleasure of people's face when they eat your product. And you were like, wow, that's how y'all, it's just cake to me because I guess I have it all the time. But when people taste it, they was like, this is amazing. It's just
Food
such
make you
a
feel
great,
good.
yes.
And it brings
yes.
families together for the
Yeah.
holiday, for any
Then
type of
it
event.
separates them when you got somebody, they want to take like a whole platter home. And
Right.
Or when the
right.
food, hey, everybody can't cook. Let's just put that out there. Everybody can't
Yes.
cook.
Yes, Robert, share how did you come up with the concept of the Shy Chef? And I tell you, one of the things, your food truck, I love it. You were at the family den and the line was ridiculous.
That was him?
Yes, it was ridiculous. But I got my food and it was so amazing, So tell
I
us about the
appreciate
Shy
that.
Chef.
Well, the Shy Chef, funny enough, it was a few years ago. I was actually downtown dropping my wife off at work, and I was trying to think of a name for the new business the new restaurant I was opening. And I'm riding, I'm looking at our magnificent skyline, and it just came to me like an epiphany. Call it the Shy Chef, and it was a play off of being a little shy and behind the scenes.
Okay.
So I had someone create a visual where the chef was peeking from behind the skyline, and that's how we
Okay, cool.
tried to bring that into fruition, the whole Shy Chef concept. And our food, we have our motto basically is where the food speaks for itself,
And it does.
we truly believe that if your food is what you say it is, people will know it. It will speak to them. It'll speak to their soul. It'll speak to their stomachs. And your palate is gonna really appreciate a good meal.
I agree. I think I don't try to sell mine, and I don't try to put hate on other people's. I just let you be judged for yourself.
Exactly. And that's one of the reasons why we decided to do the show. So we produce our own show, come up with our guests, our own ideas on what shows we're going to do. And so one of the things is I thought about when I thought about you too is I'm always trying to encourage and promote us because sometimes we don't get the pub or the recognition. And our people do some amazing things. It has some great talent. And like, how can I help to use our platform to get more of us out there and for us to come together? And, but the holiday season, like I said, we're up on the holiday season. It's going to be a lot of cooking. And I'm just going to say something about, I had this like turkey facts. It is crazy when I was reading this number. In 2013, 242 million turkeys was raised, and it's growing. The turkey industry employs 20,000 to 25,000 persons in the United States because there's so many turkeys that are needed for the holiday. The Illinois farmers produce close to 3 million turkeys each year. Those are some wild numbers, right?
Yes.
But people are eating turkey. People like to come together and enjoy food and family and just chill. All last week, I was hearing from people that I was around, I can't wait to Thanksgiving. I just want to hang out with my family, and I just want to eat and then eat some more and, eat some more. And that's some of the things that people do around this time. So what is your favorite thing about the holidays, Robert?
Family, definitely. I grew up in a large family. My grandmother had 10 children, 6 girls, 4 boys, and we always got together. Grandmother's house was the central meeting place for every holiday. And just to be around that special feeling of family and laughter and not worrying about everything that's going on in the outside world. No one's trying to compete about what kind of car you have, what kind of house you live in, what kind of clothes you're wearing. Right. We're just having fun, and food was just a bonus.
Yes.
And it was good, but it was a bonus. But the family concept and the connectedness that we felt with each other, that propelled me to cook myself, because I want to bring that same type of joy to people.
Exactly. And Big Mama, our grandmothers brought us together.
Yes.
And I think things are slowly changing, because some of our younger ones are not cooking as much. Our grandmothers are becoming a little younger as well. So a lot of them don't do as much cooking. I mean, that's the truth.
What happens when the grandmother, the monarch of the family is gone? The holiday seems to change when you lose those major figures in your life. For me, instance, I've gotten a whole lot better spiritually and mentally, because Thanksgiving, I hated it 8 years ago.
Yeah.
I hated it. My mother passed. Her birthday is like the 27th of November, and sometimes that falls on Thanksgiving. So I hated Thanksgiving for a long time. And now, yes, I will put on the clothes and a little smiley face and just go and barely get through that dinner.
Sometimes it's hard.
It really was hard. But
as a mother with 3 children, my children are grown, and it was just always us. And so I remember the first holiday that they went and did their own thing. I just stayed in the bed all day. You know what I'm saying? All day. And it's like my grandma's gone. My aunt just passed. So it's just like my mom left. And I try to get everybody together because I'm the cook, I'm the baker, but people just have their own lives. And, it hurts, that we can't take time out to come together that one time because you keep putting it off and then somebody's gone.
Gone again.
So I definitely want to encourage people, because I know what's hard for me. When the dynamic of your family, divorce, kids are grown, my mother passed, my sister passed, my dad passed this year. So the dynamics of my whole life was like, all over the place. And a couple of years that you said, because, the anniversary of my mother's, when we passing and all that was like in the month of November.
Mm-hmm.
And so, but what I had to tell myself is, okay, things have changed. So you have to figure out to do something different. Find your happy place. So I'm encouraging all of you to find that happy place. Those of you that are feeling sad around this time, and stay in that happy place until the next year. Stay in that happy place, because it's so easy to be by yourself and think about all the positive and all the positive memories. And what I'll grandparents mainly had embraced us and say, hey, keep this family tradition. And sometimes just to make new tradition, make new memories. Yeah. So that's what I have to say. I want to encourage those of you who have lost loved ones and just feel that this is not, the holidays are not the same.
And it's just not you.
Yes.
You know, you're not alone. Everybody feels like that. Go buy a homeless person a dinner. You know what I'm saying? There'll probably be some restaurants open. If you just make a sandwich or something, you know, help somebody, you know, that's less fortunate. Me doing what I do, I drive, I see so many people sleeping outside. Like I know the areas like it's like 18th and Canal right now, alongside of the expressway on Roosevelt Road, North Avenue. And you know, I was driving one day and I felt I was so angry at the city. It's North Avenue had tents on both sides, and they were gating them up. And like some people, they had a chance to get their stuff, and they had gated their stuff inside.
Yes.
Yes. And so I'm encouraging to, like you said, as Tracy said, volunteer your time. There's a lot of shelters that need people that are going to be sharing meals. There are different towns and nursing homes that are doing things special at their village halls. So get involved, Google it, and or see what's
get
going
you some
on.
Friends. Get out.
Just be happy.
Just be happy.
Yes,
Find something that relaxes your mind. And if it is staying in your comfort of your home and watching Netflix with your blanket,
that's probably what I'm going to do.
You know, you do whatever it is that comforts you. Because being angry, I was angry. I was angry at my mother. I was really angry at her because she lost the zeal for living. I'm thinking if she would have spoken and continued to speak it as she did before.
I had a pastor, Willie James Campbell. He was saying how they were praying for his father to live. And his father told him, I believe he said, you praying for one thing,
and I'm praying for
I'm praying
to get up out of here.
Sometimes that's the selfishness in us to keep.
To keep.
It's not a bad selfishness. We just don't
want our family. We want our family there.
And when that type of thing severs a family, death severs the family dynamics, you really do feel it, and it gets to your core. And it may affect the way you celebrate holidays, the way you interact with people just on a daily basis.
We have a close-knit family. We're very tight. And it seems like all of our monarchs are gone. And we've scattered. We've scattered.
Everywhere on each side of the world. But we still love and every now and then try to get together.
We try.
We do. We try to get together. Birthday celebrations, holidays.
But it's just not, it's tough. It's just not.
And then you know what? Our children's children, they don't know each other. Because I believe you guys are first cousins.
Actually, no, we're second cousins. And
that's so different because as first cousins, we were all raised like sisters and brothers. Like every weekend,
that's how we are.
Our aunts and uncles would get together. They play beer whist and drink their Schlitz and all that. You know, so the cousins, we were in a room together. We grew up
together
as sisters and brothers. But like our kids
don't even know
each other.
So we just have to try harder because a lot of my kids don't know some of my relatives because I have a kid in North Carolina. I got one away at school, and so a lot of time they were traveling, growing up, playing sports and stuff. And so we weren't at some of the functions or whatever. And so it's hard. But so when you get that opportunity, try your best to bring people together. But I want to make sure that Robert, can you share how can people get in contact with you if they want their food truck or whatever that's going on with you? And
they can definitely reach us on our Instagram page at The Shy Chef. And we also have a Facebook page, The Shy Chef. And you can reach us via our telephone number. You can text us. You can email us at theshychef@gmail.com. We do birthday parties all the way up to weddings. We cater for many different occasions. And our food truck is one that serves the community. We really appreciate our customers because they appreciate the fact that we come to them.
Mhm.
And it's a food desert around the inner city of Chicago. And we try to fill that void and stop the kids from eating potato chips at the corner store or getting food from the corner store. Those people don't care about your health. They don't care about what they're feeding you, the quality of the food. So we definitely want to bring a nutrition no value to what we do, as well as quality, affordability. And you can definitely reach out to us for any occasion that you can think of.
And and he puts a lot of love in it. You can taste it in the food. It's delicious.
And for those that are listening, the Shy Chef, the THE, Shy, CHI, Chef, CHEFF.
Yes.
QT Sweets. Tracy, how can people get in contact with you?
On Instagram and Facebook, I am QT's Sweet Chicago. Phone number 773-688-8787. My Facebook, my website is it's not live right now. I'm in the process of getting my logo revamped. So I'm trying to flourish for 2019.
All right.
Okay, got it. So what is one of your favorite meals that you cook?
I cook everything.
Yeah.
I cook everything. So I am excited about Thanksgiving. My daughter's like, Mom, I thought you was on a diet. Girl, I'm going on a diet December 1st. Leave me alone. I got to eat dressing. Because some people can't cook. And I'm not just, because I think people don't take time out to test the ingredients and play around with your recipes. They just go through that. I think recipes are for each person.
Right.
But I did Alfredo this morning. So yours has more season than mine, but I can taste your different flavors. So it's a different thing. But I'm a soul food eater. I like soul food, and tacos. That's crazy. Soul food tacos.
Robert, what is one of your favorite meals that you cook, or for the holidays?
For the holidays, well, it's many. A holiday favorite of mine is a good cooked ham. I really love ham. And we deep fry turkeys, different flavors. And that's become one of the a tradition in our family now to have deep fried turkey or grilled turkey off the barbecue grill.
Oh, okay.
I haven't had that one.
No, I haven't, but I have
whole
had it
one?
like a smoked turkey. Oh my God, that is
grill
amazing.
We grill it right on the grill. We don't smoke it. We grill it. I constantly am out there turning it and flipping it, and it really tends to put you in the mind when it's done and you're cutting it like a pulled pork or
Okay.
brisket. But it's actually turkey now, and it's
Wow,
one of my
good
favorites.
stuff.
I like a drunken turkey.
Yeah,
That's really good.
That's really good. And I have a cranberry barbecue sauce that's amazing.
That sounds good.
Goes with the grilled turkey. So
Cranberry barbecue sauce.
That sounds
Playing
You're talking about
around.
Are you selling that or?
let's get together and sell it.
Hey.
So
One of my favorites.
I encourage you to reach out to Tracy and Robert. I'm telling you, the Shy Chef and QT Sweets, they have some amazing food. It is delicious, and you can tell that they put their love in it. So reach out to them on Facebook, on the Instagram, and we want you all to enjoy this holiday season. You are blessed. Think about all the things that God has blessed you with 2018. Don't think about what you don't have, what you have lost, but all the great memories from those loved ones that you have lost. Think about all the good times. We encourage you that you are tuned in to Divas Den on IntellectualRadio.com, where we have something for everyone. We stream 24/7. The Divas Den is on every third Saturday of the month from 10 to 11. And hey, my doggone co-host right here, she is amazing, the Diva.
What you want?
The Diva. So we're going to say this. We will see you next month. Same time,
Same
10 to
place.
11, third Saturday.
But in the meantime, Feed your brain and get your mind right.
Thank you.
Good job.
Yes,
Great guess. Great food.